Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Hale with Witness the Light Music. Thank you for checking me out on the channel. Here I'm going to be doing a little breakdown on a mix that I just finished up. I did 2 parts of this mix on a live stream. Go back and check those out on the channel. I decided to focus solely on just mixing so I can get this song done and we can send it off to the client and have it all reviewed and released. So I finished the mix, and there is just some sauce that I did on this one that I wanted to share with you guys, especially because I was using the brand new Delay Lab, which you see on my screen, from IK Multimedia. So they are a powerhouse. Multimedia, a powerhouse for sound, incredible plugins. IK Multimedia. They have just recently, in the past week or so, released 7 additional plugins to their IK T-Rax Max bundle. 60 plugins in total. I'm doing a whole series talking about how I've been using IK Multimedia plugins since they've dropped the new one specifically. This one is their delay, one of their delays that they have on their bundles. This one's called Delay Lab. All right, so what I needed to do with Delay Lab was create a delay throw. Now, you can always use this type of delay as an auxiliary, sending your sound to the auxiliary and doing your automation for the sound. But sometimes you just need a little bit more control. And so this is the technique that I want to break down that I used for this specific mix. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play back the vocals with the effects. I'm going to let you hear what I did, and then I will break down the delay throw using the IK Delay Lab. All right, here we go. Let me just unmute this here. Here we go.
3G code views backwards like G3. It's a lot of politics, but his word is law. Too many opinions, but his word is law. Yeah. Feels right to admit, but there's a flaw. God get the last say, so his word is law. Yeah. Too many sounds all around us. Wake up. Too many sounds all around us. Wake up. There's a lot of politics, but his word is law. Ooh. God get the last say, so his word is law. I've been guilty, built up my towers.
All right. So lots happening there. Got a bunch of effects and throws. But what I wanted to show you specifically was the technique for the delay throw that I used, and also to show you my chain so you can go ahead and use this in your mixes to taste. All right. So technically, this is how I do it. I create a duplicate. All right. Just like this. We're going to create the duplicate. Boom. I grab what I use here. Okay, so I put it on mute. And let's listen to what we got.
Yeah, it's a lot of politics, but his word is law.
Okay, so I just want to delay the all right. Excuse my singing, but that's what I hear. Okay. So let's just create that.
Yeah.
Okay. See if this
There's a flaw.
I like that. Take those out. Gotta catch that little bit of a tail there. Let's clean that up a bit.
God get the last say, so his word is law. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Too many sounds all around us. Wake up.
Wake up. All right.
Wake up.
Get the breath out of there. Make sure you clean that up as well.
Wake up. Too many sounds all around us. Wake up.
Again, clean that up. See what we got.
There's a lot of politics, but his word is law. Oh.
I like that. We'll take that out.
Oh. God get the last say, so his word is law.
Cool. All right, I like that. So let's get that out of there. let's get these out of here. So what I am keeping as the double underneath is going to be just the accents, sort of the ad-libs. Okay, so now what I did, so I showed you how I edited out. So now what I did is the following. So let me just hide that. So this is what I have. Woo, sorry. Here we go. Just the ad-libs. Cool. All right. So it's a little thick when it comes to what I have on it, but let me break it down for you. Relay. Relay is a kind of like a stereo creator. Allows you to also, it's part of the iZotope bundle. Allows you to send audio to their plugins and all their AI processing that they do. Really great. I love using it because you can easily automate different sides. So left, right. You can also automate the width, and you can get a little bit more of a stereo on it, right? Or so I like that. So relay's got a little bit of a 17% just to give it a little bit more width. And then from there, I'm doing some EQing, taking care of more of the body of the vocal, and on the top end, just kind of smoothing it out. Okay. There we go, that's better. Without it. With. Just taking out some of that body, don't need it. Now, one of my favorite distortion plugins for vocals specifically is the Manny Drive. I drove it 100, and I don't know what other settings I changed on it, but you can kind of take a look here of what I did. The mids at -50, the bass at -50. I just wanted a little bit of a filtered sound on it. There we go. Now the reverb that you're hearing is actually part of the full vocal bus. It's a plate and a Valhalla verb. So that's sort of just mixed in there as I mix the vocal in general. This is typically done once I have the vocal in the pocket sonically that I like. All right, so let's keep moving. So that gave me the distortion vibe, that little. Also gave me a lot of level, which is, I ain't mad at that. All right, now little altar boy. This here is, I got the format at -12. I got it mixed in a bit, sitting at about 33%, and the drive also sitting in at about 4.8. So that is just giving me this formatted, altered vocal. Right? Okay, so now here comes Delay Lab. Now I had to mess with Delay Lab a bit in order to get what I wanted. I'm going to make a copy of it so I don't mess up with my settings here. But this is what we did. I did. I don't know, I'm talking with multiple. But this is what I did. I have a little bit of a doubling happening. So to kind of give it a, I think it more like a modulation effect. And then we also have a little bit of no bit reduction, but we do have some downsampling, 0.1, just to give it that sort of grittier sound. The clipping is 6.2%. This is actually where this specific sound is coming from, is that clipping. It gave it a really nice, flattened it up and just gave you a little bit more of decrease the dynamic range, which is really nice. So let me play it back and you can hear what it's doing. Okay, so I'm gonna reset it, and this is how Delay Lab comes, just like this. But just for the purpose, I'm just gonna put the quarter note because that's Okay, so that's it at the quarter note, right? That's the quarter note. What I want to do is show you then what I went into in order to adjust it to taste. There's a couple things here that I want to bring to your attention. One of them specifically is the gate process here on Delay Lab. I turned the gate off. Sometimes it'll work. For this one specifically, I just turned it off completely. And you can sort of see what the gate does is that it lets the audio through, that whatever outside of this gray stripe here, it's capturing that audio, so letting it through, and whatever's underneath that, it's shutting it down. So right now, we just turned it off. Okay, so the doubling gave me a little bit of that phasing effect, right? So let's just put that doubling up. So now we got, without the gate, sounds like this. Right? So that was one of my first moves on Delay Lab, take the gate off. Then the feedback was a little much. So you can tell here in the one that I did while mixing, 16%. So I brought that down, 16%. Okay, now let me show you the technique that I use for setting the feedback. I want it to throw into the next phrase, but not too much. So let's let this here.
Too many opinions, but
So I don't want it to be too loud. So at 45%, the way that it comes, now you can hear. And also, sorry, forgot to mention, I threw it into ping pong. You got mono, stereo, and ping pong. I went to ping pong. So right now at 45%, the delay kind of continues into the next phrase.
too many opinions, but this word is law.
I didn't want that. I wanted a little bit shorter of a feedback, so that's how we do that. We go down to 14.
Too many opinions, but this word is law.
Cool, cool. Synced my timing to my session at a quarter note. All right. And then from there, this is what else did we do? We moved. Okay, so this is the one that I did in the mix, and then this is going to be the one that we're working on right now on the left. The one I did on the mix, I did a little bit of a low pass filter. I went up to about 10.9. I'll show you how I do that. Nice little bit. This here is also to taste. This is more, you should be doing this with your music as well to kind of find the pocket for the delay, so it's not all the high frequencies of it are not affecting the main vocal, right? You want to sort of like cater it. So
Too many opinions, but this word is law. Too many opinions, but this word is law. Too many opinions, but this word is law. Yeah. Feels right to a man, but there's a flaw. Too many opinions.
right, 10.9 is what I ended up on. You kind of just play along with that, play around with that. And then the gate, sorry, the bit reduction, I didn't touch that. I did mess with it, so that's probably why it was on. So I did that. That's not necessarily doing anything, but I was messing with it, forgot to turn it off. Then I got the downsampling. The downsampling is interesting. Let's turn it on and max it up. Let's see what it does here. Hold up.
Too many opinions, but this word is law. Yeah. Feels right to a man, but there's a flaw.
Wow, so you can hear that downsampling effect. It gets very like bitty, right? Yeah, it's really cool. I like how it did that, but not that much. 0.1. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Too many opinions, but this word.
Cool. All right. The next in Delay Lab is going to be that clipping module, this clipping knob here. Let's get this on max. Let's see what it does.
Too many.
Without the main vocal. Okay, cool. Okay, turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. So what I hear is that it just controls it and it just crushes it more for me. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't want it to be dynamically in your face. I don't want it to, the transient of it to be right there. I want it to be tucked back. So that's what that clipping did for me. I adjusted it to taste 6.2. Cool. All right. So that is that delay lab with IK Multimedia. After delay lab, I went into Air Reverb. Actually, it took me a little bit to mess with this to figure out which one I liked the best. And it ended up being Concert Hall. Cool. And then I must have messed with the mix on it. So that's to taste. The RVox. Now the RVox, what I want to do with the RVox is I just want to crush, control, and have all of that sound just in its own little pocket, not necessarily using compression to make it pop, make it stronger. It's more or less just control it and not let it overwhelm the other vocals that are happening there. So it's also bringing up the tails as well, which is a good outcome as well. So that was the delay throw. Now let me all play it back here with the music.
It's a lot of politics, but his word is law. Too many opinions, but his word is law. Yeah, feels right to admit there's a flaw. God get the last say, so his word is law. Yeah, too many sounds all around us. Wake up. Too many sounds all around us. Wake up.
Perfect. That's how I use Delay Lab on this specific record in order to create some delay throws, get a little bit of sauce in there. A couple points is you want to make sure that when you're editing your vocals, you want to clean everything up. You don't want any clicks, pops, or breaths in there, unless that's what you're going for. And then on top of that, make sure that you are using whatever delay you're using. I'm using Delay Lab. You can use H delay or any of the plethora of delays out there in the market at 100%, because that's what's going to give you the throw that you're looking for. Also, not necessarily timing your feedback, but there is ways that you can do that with timing, or also just kind of the feel of what you're going for. I used Delay Lab. I don't know how many times I've said Delay Lab in this tutorial, but I loved it. It's a new kind of tool that I've been using for the last little bit now since they've dropped it. Super excited about it. I'm doing a whole series talking about their brand new 7 plugins that they have dropped with their new bundle. If you're interested in that, go check it out on the channel. But other than that, drop a like, drop a subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, letter to the editors, or even prayer requests, let your boy know. I'll hook you up, and I can give you any more further details that you're looking for. So thank you again for tuning into the tutorial. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. All right.